Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the December 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. And column number 1, we're taking a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Column number 2, we're just going to take a general look at what's coming for December. And then we're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Capricorn. But let's go and jump in and get started. Again, back to column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. I'm pulling a summary card for that first column. We have the center card. Center card's a good card. This means you're balanced. There's harmony. This is like your physical body and your brain are aligned. Your thoughts and your words are aligned. I wish I had this type of center and this type of balance there. So nice card. Like I said, it's well-rounded, really positive energy there. Nice and balanced. But let's see what messages we have here for you, Capricorn. Again, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Starting at the top here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very intuitive. It's very spiritual. It's like knowing that your gut is correct too. It's like your intuition's really good. Your intuition has been guiding you through and giving you the information that you need. I'm not surprised to see this because you just like have this sense of balance and harmony right now. And things are going with the flow. I like to see this. Like I said, it's just like you're in such a good spot. It's very clear thinking, and that gives the intuition the ability to come through as well. So, nice pairing with Center and High Priestess there. Excuse me. The next card that I have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active. It's new project, new creative idea. There seems like there's something new that you're picking up here, or like a new project, new idea, new activity, new hobby. It could be a new relationship, or like a new project potentially. Just something new you've been working on with that Page of Wands. And at the bottom we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck. It's a card of good fortune. It's a card of being at a turning point. What I like about this is like that center, that balance that we were referring to is here to stay, Capricorn's here to stay. So if you've been feeling really good, if you've been feeling really balanced, really happy, lots of harmony, again, that energy is here to stay for you. The first clarifier we have for this column is the Ten of Cups. Also my favorite card in the entire deck. So if you've watched my readings before, you know that. Love the Wheel of Fortune and love the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like a card of everything good. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, and support. I didn't used to think that contentment was that special, and now I realize how difficult it is to actually be content. So I have a new appreciation for contentment. But again, this is like deep happiness. This is deep contentment. This is things going your way. Potentially you've bought a house. You have a great relationship. It's really everything good. So like to see this, the energy is just so balanced and so positive for you. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is another one of those really good cards as well. This is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. No doubt there is an abundance of energy around you, an abundance of balance, and really having that ability to create. I especially like it paired with this Page of Wands. Whatever this new thing that you are picking up, it's going to be wildly successful. Again, here's something new, and then here's your ability to create whatever you're wanting there. At the bottom, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of having to weigh options or make a choice. This could be multitasking too, so you could have been really busy, and this could be a turning point of being not so busy as well, getting to put down some of the conflicting priorities and moving forward. But it's you almost have the choice to stay in this state of balance and harmony and happiness, and making that choice to continue this type of energy. So neat last few weeks here for you. Let's move on to column number 2 though, which is in general what's coming for December. We have the card reaction. This is an interesting card too. This is either a card of like there being feelings that need to be processed, or it could go the other way. It's like an overreaction to a certain set of feelings. So just be aware of that. Again, it's feelings that need to be processed, or kind of like that warning to not overreact to something. But let's see what we're working with here, Capricorn, in column number 2, and see what messages I can give you here. The first card that we have is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. This is like a type of hurt. And for some of you, this is going to be current. For some of you, this is going to be past. For those of you maybe with unprocessed emotions, think to this kind of scenario that hurt you and any unprocessed feelings that could be there. For some of you, this could be current state. I feel like there is some sort of event coming up. This could be something that's reminding you of the event, or this could be the event happening. Moving on to our next card, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of nurturing, healing, being supported. Again, this is needing to process feelings that maybe are not there. So don't push them down. Don't run away from them. That's a common theme with the 7 of Swords, is running away from something. So this is more of an indicator, I think, of feelings that need to be processed versus a warning not to overreact. Again, this is the need to process those feelings. At the bottom, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change, or like an unwanted event. I do think that's that 7 of Swords energy. That's that theft, betrayal, dishonesty, that event that then makes you want to run away. Again, for some of you, it could be current or it could be past, but it's like the thing that you didn't want to happen that did happen. But definitely some healing that needs to happen. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. The first card that we have for clarifying is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership. It's very strategic and forward focused as well. What's coming through is there was definitely like a lack of respect in this situation. So whatever that 7 of Swords incident was for you, again, that was like not being respected by the other person. But there's also this kind of like feeling that like you aren't going to move forward until you deal with this. This isn't something that you'll want to leave unprocessed, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical, very wise. You should, this seems so odd, but I'm going to give you the message I'm getting, is like, you can almost like write down the steps of healing and say, okay, I need to do this 5 things to process this event that happened. It's about being very tactical and very wise. It's like balancing your brain and your heart feelings, and almost like knowing what resolution is going to make you feel good. I didn't know that healing could be strategic, but that's kind of the message that I'm getting here, Capricorn. So hopefully that's meaningful for you. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient. I feel like you made a lot of effort to support this person or help this person or help this situation, and things just went awry. It didn't happen how you wanted it to happen. So it's kind of a reflection of your efforts, and it's like saying you did all the right things and things just still didn't go the way that you were hoping they would go. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. I did get this new deck here, which is like money advice or like bits of things to think about in terms of money. So that's what this next message is going to be. It's an affirmation for money. It says, I determine the vibration of the financial abundance I hold. So in this column, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Really anything you associate with money, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the 6 of Cups. I like to see this. The Six of Cups has a ton of different meanings, but the one that's sticking out is this cup right here. And this is being given a gift, so I feel like this is an end of year bonus, some end of year gift, surprise. Maybe there's a party being thrown. It's like you're receiving something, a gift or some sort of financial something or other. So I like to see that. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is desire for long-term security. What I'm hearing here is that there is something career-wise or finance-wise, Capricorn, there's something you want that you don't have related to your job or your career or even just your money situation right now. So again, it's wanting something that you don't have. I will say though, the next card is a great lead into that. The next card we have is the Magician, and the Magician is a card of focusing creativity. It's turning your visions into reality. It's very inspired action. I always tell people with the Magician card, it's like about being clear on what you want, because then when you know what you want, the universe can then deliver it for you. So again, hone in on what this thing is that you want, this desire that's not being fulfilled currently, so the Magician can then bring it to fruition for you. Moving on to our row of clarifiers, we have the Seven of Swords. There could be some sort of conflict coming up at work as well. I don't know, this seems like minor. Like, let's go to the examples, like, let's say that Six of Cups, it is like a party that's being thrown for corporate. Something's like somebody's gonna say something that they shouldn't have said, but it's like not super impactful. I don't think it's you, but it's just kind of like, oh, I would not have said that to all those people or something along those lines. There's like conflict around you, but it's not you. So enjoy your party, enjoy your celebration, enjoy your gift. This energy is around you, but not you, Capricorn. So just be aware of that. Our next clarifier is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, hard work, delayed success. It's a card of waiting. If you look, this person planted their pentacles and then they're just sitting there waiting for them to grow. And it's like kind of that blank stare on their face. I feel like you've been waiting for something to happen. You've been wanting something for a while and it hasn't happened yet. So that's kind of the blank stare, waiting face. But again, it's being clear on what you want so action can happen. It's like what we're doing or the waiting that you're doing isn't the answer. There's something more that needs to happen to obtain what you want here, Capricorn. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's working smarter, not harder. The one thing I like about the Eight of Pentacles, though, is this is like reaping the benefits of your hard work. So it's, again, you need to be clear on what you want so the Magician can deliver on it. But there is X, Y, and Z that you need to do to accomplish what you want. So you need to start working on that X, Y, Z. Okay, let's move on to our next column. Similar to the money column, I did get a love deck. So there's a love message to kick us off here. A message for you. I'm thinking of you in this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Message from a loved one there. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, marriage, children, relationships, you name it, whatever you associate with love, Capricorn. And let's see what we're working with here. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Great relationship card. The Queen of Pentacles is very domestic. So this is a card of relationship. This is a card of marriage. If you're hoping to enter into a new relationship, this is a great sign for you. Or if you're like hoping to get married or even like remarried, like renewal of vows, all around good card for you. Strong relationship card to start us off with. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. The one thing I'm going to throw out there is there seems to be something that's moving faster for you than it is for your partner. So don't get pushy, and I'm not saying you're pushy, Capricorn. Maybe that wasn't the right way to say it, but it's like, don't be too hasty because it's your timeline. It may not be their timeline. So just be aware and somewhat sensitive to that. Like maybe you wanted to get married yesterday and they're not ready till next year. So just know that you could be working on slightly different timelines. But again, don't get like pushy or too hasty with your vision. That other person needs time to do their own thing too. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. We love to see the Lover's card in the love column. This is a card of partnership, deep love, choice, strength together. Again, great indicator if you're in a relationship or hoping to get in a relationship. Always love our Lover's card. Let's clarify these out and see what other messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmare, anxiety, grief, depression. You see this person is like quite literally sitting up in bed. It seems like there's angst if something is going to happen. So that's going back to that Devil card of like you want it to happen now, but they maybe are not ready in that exact moment. Or your timeline to do something is different than their timeline to do something. So again, make sure that we're being flexible. Whatever it is like you're kind of bothered by it though. So do be aware and make sure both parties are being reasonable here. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of reflection. This is a card of reunion. This is a card of innocence. Innocence seems to be the word that's sticking out, but that's not the direct meaning I'm trying to get at. Again, this is still going back to like this other person needing more time, and I feel like a broken record saying that, but that is definitely a message that's coming through. It's innocent that they're on a different timeline than you. It's not like they're avoiding it because they want you to wait, or like, it's not malicious, if that makes sense. They aren't like, I know this person really wants this, so I'm just not going to do it. It's not that type of energy. It's like a naive type of energy. So again, just know that you're on different timelines, but it's not malicious. It's naive. They have good intentions, but again, it's just their timeline is slightly different. So make sure that you don't get too wrapped up in that. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups. This is a card of advancement. You look at these Eight of Cups, they're stacked really nicely, but yet the person is still moving forward. So this, if this is a new relationship, it's entering into a really nice, new, healthy relationship, definitely an advancement from where you've been before. Or, again, this could be like boyfriend, girlfriend to engaged, engaged to married, renewal of vows. It's like progression of the relationship. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Time. This is an interesting one, and we just talked so much about time, so it's funny this would come up. Time means one of two things. It means now is the time or now is not the time. So we'll go ahead and read through this and see what the message is and see if it's maybe connected. I just feel like I said time to you like 10 times in our last column, but we'll see here. Okay, this is going to be something separate that we're talking about here. But the first card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card of the Major Arcana. This is fresh hope, taking chances. This is new paths, beginnings, adventures. There's something new that's kicking off here, and now is the time to go for it. There is literally a door closing and a door opening right away. So you have the first card of the Major Arcana and the last card in the Major Arcana. The World card is completing a goal, completing a lesson. It's completion. So every time we finish something, there's a new opportunity. So like I said, it's like light on, light off, door closed, door open. Something's ending and something new is coming in for you. Now is for sure the time to pursue whatever this is. The bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. This is interesting because this is non-committal energy. This is the new opportunity standing, staring you in the eye, and you maybe not being sure if you want to go after it. I think it is because it's going so quickly. It's like light on, light off. Like so prompt that it's kind of caught you off guard. And you're like, oh, are there other options? Or are there other things I should be pursuing? And that's, I think, sourcing your hesitancy. But anytime we see the Fool card, definitely want to pursue that new opportunity. It's always really promising. Let's take a look here and see what other messages we have. The first clarifier we have is the Two of Swords. This makes total sense. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it indicates a decision. And oftentimes with the Two of Swords, it feels like a compromise, which I'm not surprised to see that with the Seven of Cups, because again, you're kind of non-committal. You're like, wow, that happened so fast. Or what about, what if? So definitely the decision that needs to be made whether we're going to go for that new opportunity or not. The next card that we have is the Lovers card. So again, repeating if there is two of something on a card. So again, this is the choice that needs to be made. You could potentially be making the choice to end and making the choice for the new beginning. I feel like the ending was kind of organic, but some of you could be deciding on that ending as well. And then at the bottom we have the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card does not mean death, but it indicates change. And this is time to transition. This is time to transform. It is time to do something. So it is time to take action rather than be non-committal there. Okay, Capricorn, at this time, I'm going to stop saying the word time. We're going to ask 3 yes or no questions using the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 2 of clubs, or excuse me, the 2 of spades. This is number 34 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 3 of clubs. This is number 5 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Queen of Hearts. This is number 23 card. That's going to be yes. So yes, 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 all the way across the board there for you, Capricorn. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of December. You have Rock Crystal, which is clear quartz, good for clarity, purity, energy. Lets you have things your own way. You can have things your way. You can have your cake and eat it too. And it's really good for aim in life. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, the only courage that matters is the kind that gets you from one moment to the next. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly and you'll be notified when I post new content. If you feel inclined, I'd include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year.